beacon of light in an otherwise dreary landscape of life. We've got the Knight of Cups here, and as I felt the energy behind it, I saw a dreary landscape, like rain, and then a single light post that was just sort of keeping things lit just around it. And that's how I'm seeing one person. So it could be that one person is seeing someone else this way, this Knight of Cups, as a beacon in the darkness. Like, let's say your partner, you value them so much and they mean everything to you. Then that's what this is talking about. Someone sees someone else, or someone is a beacon in the darkness for another person. And that other person, it's a lot of pressure. So, you know, it's good in a way. So we've got the Lovers and the Queen of Wands. Someone does rely on this connection. So someone needs this other person to be this way. And they're kind of like their knight in shining armor in a sense, right? And that's these two cards. I'm going to move these. There's so many cards. I'm going to move them as I talk about them. But it's a lot of pressure. It is a lot of pressure to maintain, to be always the one that is positive, to be the one that holds, to keeps everything moving forward, to be the one that is always bringing light and positivity into the relationship, into the situation. There is a lot of pressure that comes with that. That's the Tower here at the Knight of Swords. And maybe the other person doesn't even realize how much pressure that it puts on one person for that person to be everything. Like, all the light in their life is just that one person. It's a lot of pressure. But that it is what it is. That's how somebody sees someone else. The other thing that I was picking up on too is just weather stuff. So it could just be that there's a lot of clouds in all these cards. The Tower, there's a storm. We've got the Four of Cups, which has a cloud in it. So there's basically, you guys could be dealing with weather phenomenon right now. I don't think that's for the most of you. That could just be for some of you as confirmation. Maybe you guys could be maybe it's part of your jobs, right? And that's part of the stress here too, is you don't want it to rain, or it's going to affect your work, it's going to affect your life, and you're still trying to be positive, right? You're still trying to be positive, even if the weather sucks, even if the metaphorical weather sucks, if like life sucks. You have to be the one to be positive, because otherwise the ship sinks. So let's pull some oracle cards and find out more. Anything else for Sagittarius? By the way, if you guys are enjoying my readings, don't forget to check out my new Patreon account. I just launched it, and I'm going to have monthly readings. I'm going to have love readings. So if you guys want to see any of that stuff, go ahead and check that out. It is Lunar Divinations on Patreon. Links should be below, and if you can't find it, you just type it into Patreon and scroll down. You got to scroll down a little bit. Anyway, so now we have the key coming out next to the cup, and as I was feeling out the energy behind these cards, I got the image of a turtle. So what I'm guessing is that whoever this person is values safety. This person who relies on the other person, they get a sense of safety. They really value that sense of safety from the other person. They're very grateful for this sense of safety. They're grateful that they know they can count on this person. They get a sense of security out of it. That's what I'm getting from the turtle with the cup here. But also I'm getting a sense that with the turtle, this person is a bit of a shut-in, or they have maybe used this other person as a shell for their life, and that enables them to like be a recluse, or like not face their own battles, or face, you know, life on some level. They use this person as their shell. So we've got the ship here, excuse me, and then Gemini is keeping people at a distance, keeping the world at a distance, keeping interpersonal interactions, Gemini, at bay, at a distance. Maybe you rely on this person to do all the talking for you. Maybe you rely on this person to do all of the running all the errands for you. But in a sense, it's enabling you, whoever, it's gonna be vice versa, right? So whether I'm talking to the person who is who relies on the other person, or the person who is reliant upon. But with the volcano here, I'm getting a sense that it's getting too much. It's getting to be almost, I'm actually getting ridiculous. Kind of almost like it's kind of like if you if you hide in your house for years on end, because this is just going to be one example, you're going to end up agoraphobic. You're going to end up afraid of the outdoors, right? So the more that this person is enabled to hide and be sheltered, and I just want to use the word sheltered, This person is just being sheltered, and the other person is enabling the sheltering, and it only gets worse, the volcano, to a point where it's going to develop to almost like a psychosis, to almost like some sort of like an inability to go outside at all, to face people at all. It only escalates the more that this person hides in their shell. That is the situation. Let's pull advice. Now, this advice is going to be for both people. Let's see what comes out. Any advice here for Sagittarius? Any advice? Any advice? All right, so this is putting yourself out of your comfort zone. We've got the strength card. That's definitely having strength, but also putting yourself in uncomfortable situations like those that you've been kept sheltered from. So if in the example before, I'm getting a lot of maybe social anxiety here. If you have social anxiety, let's use that as the example, and you're using this person to do all your errands and talk to people and you're hiding in your house, well, this is saying put yourself in uncomfortable situations with Three of Cups, other people. It's kind of like force yourself into a situation that's exactly what makes you uncomfortable so that you can wean yourself out of this sheltered position. Now with the Fool here, that's take a risk also. So the advice is take a risk, put yourself in a compromising, uncomfortable position that pushes you out of that comfort zone, because it's not good to escalating this sheltering that's happening. And at some point, you are going to have to break out of it, and it's going to be harder and harder and harder to break out of it the longer you wait. Let's pull advice for more order. Anything else here? Anything else here for Sagittarius? Anything else? No, okay. Yeah, we've got the Hand and then the Ship coming out here. That sets sail on your own. The Hand usually means to get help from someone else, but in this case, I'm actually feeling like do it with your own two hands, you know? Get out there and go on a voyage, take a trip, go on a cruise. Even if it's just driving around the neighborhood, it's like, get used to doing things on your own. That's what the Hand and the Ship here is saying. It is take control of the rigging, right, of the ship, and get out there and do things by yourself. Get used to that. Maybe get back to being used to that. Maybe you fell out of use of that once this person started to shelter you, right? Let's see what the next couple cards are here. Okay, so we've got the road forward with the wall here. I'm getting baby steps with this, because Aries is also the baby sign of the zodiac. It's the first sign of the zodiac. They're like the baby of the zodiac. So this is like saying take baby steps, even if you literally just walk out your door. In the example of the agoraphobic and the social anxiety person, right? If you're afraid of leaving your house, in that example, it's like maybe just circle your house the first day. That's baby steps. And then the next day, go a little bit further. The next day, go a little bit further. To the point where at some point, you're going to be doing the thing by yourself, and you'll have broken out of the turtle shell. All right. So that is your reading. Sagittarius, thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to check out Patreon and follow this channel and subscribe. With that, I'll see you guys next time.